This is going to be a weird one. Hopping vampires. I remember as a child my mother scared me with a story about don't let anyone tap you on the back of on your back, because if you turn around it could be a hopping zombie. I should say zombie, not vampire, because it's an old legend, and I guess if someone doesn't die right or something, they get rigor mortis, and then they have to go back to their place where they want to get buried. It goes along with a lot of so many zombie stories, isn't it? Now, one way to deal with a zombie, I guess, is to hold your breath, because it can tell if you have, like, if these vampire zombies can find you. They can tell your heartbeat. That's it. Now, doesn't that remind you of a Fitbit? Can't a Fitbit tell you how many steps you took that day? What your rate is? All this technology is biometric, and it really seems to me to be ancient. What were the watchers? What are watchers but maybe voyeurs? And the reason why I bring this in is because this whole Chinese problem, if you look at how they describe these vampires now, they're wearing official garments of the Qing dynasty. So again, it foments the hatred that the Han have toward the Qings, which includes Sun Yat-sen, and there's a whole lot of different factions that are really disappointed with each other in China and Chinese history. And you have to flesh out the resentments and the lies, otherwise that's why they're just building on this sand. And the whole world and all these the British and these other factions of communists have just taken advantage of all of these resentments and weaknesses within the Chinese people themselves, who need to trust their leaders. They need to, because they're like the original hive. They are like a hive mind. Now I'm going to go into this in another video, but really next I'm going to talk about Plato's Republic and how you can tell if a person really trusts in God or doesn't. And you can tell that now. I can tell. I figured it out by Plato's the philosopher kings on top of the military and the farmers, and then you have the man, the reasoning mind, the spirited or the courage, and the needs part all met. And this is how you're going to flesh out all these errors, because if we don't, we're going to go back to this ancient weaponry warfare of biometrics, which watches you for how much money you got, your wallet, your credit score, your thoughts, and it's going to drive your thoughts. Actually, that's how they're going to. This is what it seems, but it's torture based on inhumane type of stimulus and response type of technology, and that's what we're dealing with. It's big, but it can be dealt with.